Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our channel, The Creative Wandering Duo. I'm Sandra. Thank you to all the new subscribers that subscribed. We appreciate your support. And today I'm working on a couple of quilts here that have been in my stockpile to get quilted. They're my quilts. And of course, you'll probably recognize the border on this one from a previous video where I showed you how to stitch the edges together, or to match the pattern. That's what it was. And today this is just a scrappy 2.5-inch strip out of my stash. Whatever I had, I just pulled out and sewed together, and then I put the borders on it. And I'm just doing a wiggly straight stitch across it, and but I'm going to show you what I'm using for batting. A lot of times we end up with bits and pieces and we don't know how to, what do we do them? Do we sew them all together or what? So I'm going to show you how, if you've got a long arm, how you can do it. So I'll just carry on here a few more rows stitching, and when I get it done, I'll flip it, and then I'll show you how I piece my batting together.
Morning.
There's Dave checking to see if I'm doing everything right. I don't think they could see you. You have to come over here and do this. And wish them all a happy new year.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and morning. Hard at it.
Yeah, trying to be. But thread break, normal.
I didn't see this one.
You didn't see this one? They can't hear you. You have to have a floating top to do this. Okay, bits and bobs of batting. I hope you can see what I'm doing here. Okay. I have a big bag of little bits and pieces of batting. So what I'm doing is I'm just laying them in here wherever they fit. Kind of overlapping a little bit, but not much. Sometimes they're just butting up. But otherwise, you end up with a bag full of bits and pieces that you never use. And to sew all these together, oh, what a job. Now my voice is going on me. Oh well. And these are all bits and pieces that are from previous quilts that you've cut off the edge or whatever. And so all I'm doing is laying them in here. And with the the stitching that I'm doing, they'll get caught. It'll be enough, secure enough for them. Pardon me. That's a nice big chunk. Maybe I'll put that over on this end. And all you do is try and use the exact same kind of batting. It doesn't, like some of this is white, some of this is natural color. And as long as you're stitching close together, fairly close together, this will all be held down and it will not move inside your quilt. And now you just very carefully bring your quilt back over the top. Because you don't want to move those pieces. You could use what do they call it? 505 adhesive if you want to hold them in place after you put them in. But it's not necessary. You just have to choose a stitch design that's fairly close together, and it's going to hold every piece in place. Right now I'm just stabilizing the outer edges, the outer. Well, I'm going to continue stitching until I get this done, and I'll show you the finished piece. So in the meantime, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share it. Yeah, share it on social media. Anyway, even if you just put the initials for in the comment box, if you don't have anything to say or anything, just put the initials for like, comment, and subscribe. LCS works for us. And it just helps the YouTube algorithms get our video out there a little more. So anyway, I'll talk to you in a bit once I get this all quilted together. Here we go, last row. Now comes the fun part. Because this is my quilt, I do it this way. Client quilts I don't cut this way. I unroll everything and give it back to them. I do not do any trimming unless they request, because I don't have a big enough table here to do some trimming. Now, there's more for the next quilt. The bag is getting emptier, but there's still more for the next quilt. Now, I don't know, different ones take and grab it and pull it over. I don't like to do that. I do this way. Pull out my pins. It's just such a satisfying process. What, am I going to play pin chicken and try and get them all into my hand? Ooh, 2 more to go, 1 more to go. I did it. I did it. Look at that. There, now we shall take a look at this. Don't get dizzy on me now. I'm going to move you. What do you think of that? And that's just a serpentine stitch. There. Now, please don't ask your long armor to do the batting the way I just showed you how. I really don't want emails and phone calls from other long armors. If it's your quilt and your long arm, go for it. Otherwise, no, don't do this to a long armor. It's just, you can, especially on smaller projects, do bits and pieces of batting like that. And you can use 505 spray and to hold them in place and put your top on. And then I would pin. I would do the extra and pin it too. And then quilt it on your own home machine. It's a way to use up good pieces of batting in quilts, and there's nothing wrong with doing that. As long as your quilting is close enough together, don't do 10-inch wide or even 4-inch wide. Make sure that you're quilting probably within inches. That way you're catching each piece of batting. Anyway, thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this. And by the way, Happy New Year. First video of the new year, 2024. Take care, and remember, stay real. Bye for now.